What's up, guys? Luke from 8-Bit Plus back again with another one, and today is obviously another week in review podcast. The previous week's podcast was really awesome, and we loved the way that it came out, got a lot of views, so I figured, hey, let's keep on doing it. As long as you guys are liking it and you guys are viewing it and commenting on it and all that stuff, I'm gonna keep on making them. So definitely sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe, and let's get right into it. Obviously, with the podcast, we're just going to be talking about, a few things that I picked out that I think are noteworthy, things that I'm interested in and I want to talk about. And the first one, obviously, is Halo Infinite has been delayed for the Series X, which is really big news, because, with Halo Infinite was like the main game. I don't know if you guys noticed, but that was like the only first party game like from Microsoft Studios Direct that we were going to get at launch. And that one's been delayed. And I actually think that's a good idea because you could tell from their showcase a couple weeks ago that game was not ready, man. It wasn't ready. It had all kinds of graphical issues. It didn't look that great. I will be the first to admit. It looked like a really good game. Like the gameplay I was excited about, but the game itself, as far as graphical fidelity and just like pushing the limit, I wasn't getting next gen vibes off of this game. I was getting current gen vibes, or maybe in some cases previous gen vibes. I mean, maybe not that bad, but it wasn't that great either. So I'm glad that they delayed this. Obviously they wanted to have Halo be a launch title, which makes all the sense in the world. But if you look back, they announced it like 2 years ago, but you could just tell they wanted this to be a launch title, and they wanted to get it out there to create hype around their new system. And I think it actually did a reverse effect. So I'm just glad that they're kind of saying, hey, you know what, we messed up, we're gonna back up a little bit, and we're gonna do it right. So I'm excited for that side, but on the flip side, my excitement for Series X, I don't know how to explain this because I was really, really, really excited for Series X last week, and this week I'm like less excited. I mean, obviously we do have some games to look forward to, but there's not like a ton of big stuff. The three big games that we can look forward to on the launch day of the Series X, aside from obviously the 100 optimized previous generation games and the third party stuff that's going to be everywhere, is we have three games. We have two horror games and one puzzle game. The first game is The Medium. The second game is, I forgot the second game. It's another horror game. And the third game is Tetris Effect, which is actually not like anything new. Tetris Effect came out for the PSVR and PlayStation 4 like 2.5 years ago, so it's not really anything new. They just kind of added more like levels and stuff. And in my previous video, when we went over the showcase and my reactions to it, I'm still hoping for a battle royale level, which is probably a fat chance, but I'm still hoping for it. Maybe we'll get it, maybe we won't. But Tetris is really awesome, and I am really excited for The Medium. So two of the three games I'm pretty stoked and will be playing on day one, but it isn't it's kind of a niche audience that they have these games for, like horror genre, that's very niche, and puzzle games, that's also very casual niche. So it's tough to tell someone right now that they like need to get a Series X when it comes out, because I mean, they're gonna have all these games on Xbox One, so it's going to be hard to tell someone, oh yeah, you need to rush out and get a Series X when we don't even have Halo coming out for it. So there's not even the allure that, oh, I want to play Halo in like higher frame rates because it's the more powerful system, and there's like, it's an online game, so it's like very much so like very important to have high frame rates and stuff like that. It's just, you know, there's just, it really sucks. It like let a lot of air out of my balloon. So, you know, that's a bummer. But moving on, this is kind of a probably a me thing. I don't think like a ton of you guys are super excited about this, but I figured I would let everyone know because it is like it is kind of a surprise to me, and I'm really excited for it. Samurai Jack, the new Samurai Jack game, is actually getting a collector's edition from Limited Run Games, and we'll actually link that in the description below. But they're gonna be releasing a collector's edition that looks really dope. It's a high detailed, or the collector's edition comes with a high detailed 7-inch figure statue of Samurai Jack like coming out of the portal, and it just looks really cool. It looks a lot like the art style from the game. And come on, you gotta have a samurai sword. So Jack's samurai sword is in the collector's edition, but it's not a full-size samurai sword. It's a letter opener. And that's almost better. Like, I don't have much more room on my wall to put a samurai sword, but I totally have room for a letter opener, and I would totally use that thing all the freaking time when Geico and Sparklight and like all these different companies send me bills. So I actually have a use for it, which is really exciting. And obviously, gonna do an unboxing video. Gotta do an unboxing video for Samurai Jack. So really excited about that, guys. If you want to jump on that collector's edition, you may be seeing this video a little bit after it goes live, and there's only gonna be 2,000 units. They're saying it's gonna release on the Switch and on the PS4 as far as the collector's edition goes, and it's going to be live on Limited Run Games at, I believe it's 7 a.m. Eastern time. So yeah, if you're excited about that, go and check it out as soon as you see this, or hopefully if you are seeing this, you've already checked it out and you're just excited as I am about it. Speaking of the Samurai Jack Collector's Edition, we actually have been working on another Samurai Collector's Edition unboxing. And guys, I'm sorry for the delay on these unboxings. It is what it is. When we put all this time into production and just making it right, I'm not going to rush these things out. I want it to be good quality, and I want these unboxings to be something that we can go back to and watch, 5-10 years from now and get a little chuckle, and, kind of, they're so unique. So I just want them to be, something that we watch over and over again and want to see over and over again. So we're working, actually, even as we speak. My editor sent me he said that there's a second revision uploaded, so we're kind of working through that and just trying to make it as funny and as entertaining as possible. So definitely look out for that, coming very, very soon. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, ding the bell, all that good stuff, so you can catch us every time we release a video. Nintendo posted a picture on their Twitter page a couple of days ago, and it's got a lot of fans really, really excited. And if you don't know, we're actually coming up on the 35th anniversary of Mario on the Nintendo. So obviously everyone is very excited for what Nintendo has for the future of Mario, and there's a lot of games that we really haven't heard much about but make so much sense to be remade, such as Mario 64. I would love to see a remake of Mario 64, a personal favorite of mine as far as 3D Marios go, and also a lot of people love the Mario Sunshine game, from GameCube. I personally never played it. I maybe have barely played it like in just testing a GameCube or something in the store, but you know, like I know a lot of people are really excited about it, and I have actually heard that it's a lot like or similar to, or the other way around, Astrobot Rescue Mission is actually similar to Super Mario Sunshine from the PSVR. So if it's anything like Astrobot, I'm down, because Astrobot Rescue Mission is amazing. So if there's a remake for it, I would love to see that. But I would much rather see Super Mario 64. But any kind of remake or remaster, I think, for Mario is just, it's overdue. We haven't really gotten much of that, and it would be really cool to see pretty much like any like 64 or GameCube or below game remastered for the current generation of Mario games. So those games were great, and I think they deserve to be reshown in a new light to a new audience, as well as previous lovers of those games. So super excited for that. We will see, though. It's a picture of Mario on a beach, and he's basically just saying, it's just basically they tweeted out, stay cool, Mario, and it was a picture of Mario in a like kind of under a bungalow in a beach, sipping on a pina colada, and there's a green little cup to the left of him, so everyone's like, oh no, or oh crazy Luigi, or something like that. I don't know. I don't really get too much into the hype around this stuff. I tend to like to wait for an actual official non-cryptic announcement from a company before I speculate, but still exciting, and we all know something's coming, so I figured it was worth mentioning. And finally, I saved the best for last, actually. PlayStation 1. Man, there has never been a better time to own a PlayStation 1. And you're probably saying right now, what are you talking about, Luke? Like, I have a PS2 or a PS3. They play PS1 just fine. I don't need a PS1. But check this out, okay? PS1 is getting a ton of new mods, and I'm a big mod guy. I like making retro game systems look awesome on modern televisions. I'm not a CRT guy at all. I like flat panels, and I like playing my retro games on flat panels. So there's a new mod coming out. It's made by the same guys that came out with the DC digital mod for the Dreamcast, which is basically an HDMI mod that solders directly to your original Dreamcast and gives you an HDMI port out to modern TVs. And it the cool thing about it is it adds no additional lag. So it's a digital to digital setup versus like getting those cables that go like they go analog into a box and then out to digital. Though that box introduces lag, whereas these setups introduce no extra lag. Now, obviously, you're going to get lag when you add, wireless controllers, and your panel has an inherent amount of lag, but it's as good as you're going to get in kind of the modern times as far as like, the situations that we're in where we're playing these systems on, 4K panels, 1080p panels. So super excited for that. That is going to be awesome. We're definitely going to get at least one of them for the store to kind of show it off, because PS1 is dope. Let's just face it. PS1 had tons of amazing games, and you can play them in HD on your PS3, but it's not as good. It's still emulation, and it still introduces that lag, and the picture as far as like the color scale isn't quite right. So there's a lot to be gained here with having a original system outputting that HDMI. Also, okay, double whammy here. Okay, basically modernizing. We're taking the PS1 now into 2020, and then even into the future. there's a new ODE solution for the PS1. Let me explain, okay? ODE stands for Optical Drive Emulator. Your optical drive is the laser inside of your system. So this basically, you remove your laser from your system and you plop this in, and it's a little board, and you stick an SD card with all your collection, right? Because we don't pirate all of your collection that you backed up onto your PC. You transfer those ISOs over to an SD card, and you plug that SD card into your into the little board that sits in your PS1, and it plays your PS1 games. So you don't have to worry about faulty lasers, scratched up discs, none of that junk. You can just play it. The load times are obviously going to be faster. It's just going to be an awesome solution where you can just boot up your system. You don't have to worry about handling, because PS1 games are getting really spendy right now. You don't have to worry about handling your copy of Lunar, a $120 game, putting it in, swapping discs, stuff like that. It's all done on this emulator. So you can still have your collection in a pristine condition. It's absolutely amazing. But you also have, you can play it. You can have your cake and eat it too. So 2 amazing mods for the PS1. I'm super excited for both of them. They are not available yet. They will be on pre-order. If you guys want to know about them, definitely let me know in the comments, and I will give you links and all that. Or we'll have links in the description. How's that? We'll have links in the description. But that's going to conclude it, guys. I want to know from you now, what do you think about the delay of Halo Infinite? Are you going to pick up Samurai Jack Collector's Edition? And do you care about PS1 mods, or are you like, dude, you're wasting my time now? Let me know in the comments. And also, new little thing we're going to be adding. Previous video, we had a couple of comments, and one that really stood out and really hit me here was from Time Child. He said, I can't wait till he has 100K subs. Talking about me. His channel is so much better than most. It's more real, in all capitals. Thank you, Time Child. You are what makes me continue to do this. If you don't know about me too much, I actually own a retro video game store in western Idaho, southwestern Idaho, and we run it all day. I'm the owner, operator, tech, sales guy, you name it. And I have a couple of employees, but it really takes a lot out of me, just that store, running that store, let alone live streaming, let alone doing YouTube. So those words are so, like, they just make my heart flutter. They make my editor's heart flutter, and it just excites us to do more. So thank you so much, Time Child. So from now on, guys, we're gonna be definitely reading off previous comments. Whatever I choose as my favorite comment from the previous video, I will read it off at the end. So comment down below so you can have a chance to be a part of that. But until next time, guys, Luke from 8-Bit Plus signing out, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless.